Known as Oxford vaccine, AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine is developed by University of Oxford and its corporate partner AstraZeneca. Compared with other vaccines, it can provide an overall protection to up to 79%, which is considered to be a good result. This vaccine has been authorized for emergency use in most European countries since the end of 2020. The COVID-19 virus, SARS-CoV-2, has many spike-like proteins, which enable them to enter human cells easily. Once entered into the cell, the virus will release some genetic material called RNA. Then the infected cell will read the RNA and reproduce a great amount of viral protein. If our immune system does not respond to this type of protein, they will help assemble millions of new copies of virus. These virus will infect more host cells. It will end up the exponential growth of the number of virus in a very short period. Some virus will be in the droplets, which will be escaping the human lungs and cause more infection if people inhale the droplets. AstraZeneca COVID-19 is a type of viral vector vaccine. Scientists add the genetic material, which can help build the spike-like protein on the surface of the cell, to another virus called adenovirus. Unlike COVID-19 virus, adenovirus is a normal type of flu virus, which will only cause common colds. The adenovirus, named as ChAdOx1, is a modified version of a chimpanzee virus, which will work as a carrier of the gene of the COVID-19 virus. Compared with the vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna, which used RNA as the gene, AstraZeneca vaccines is using DNA, which is more stable. Thus, this vaccine can be stored in normal fridge at a temperature of 2 to 8 Celsius. Once adenovirus is injected to the human body, the adenovirus will enter the human cell. It will inject the specially engineered DNA to the nucleus. The nucleus can read the DNA, and copied it into the messenger RNA, which can leave the nucleus and help build up spike-like proteins at the surface of the cell. The immune system will mark these spike-like proteins as abnormal things, and corresponding immune response will be activated. The immune system will produce antibodies and call T cells to trigger more immune cells, such as B cells, to deal with the spike-like proteins, which are considered as intruders. The antibodies generated by B cells will enable them to lock the infected cells, thus prevent the protein from reaching other cells. Also, another type of immune cell, memory B cell, is able to memorize the information of the protein for a long time. When the real COVID-19 virus are found in the human body, the same immune response will be activated, and the infected cells will be fully locked by the antibodies, thus the further copying of virus will be stopped. Although AstraZeneca vaccine is an effective way to stop COVID-19, some people might have some side effects after the vaccination. Some common side effects include tenderness, pain, itching, tiredness, headache, dizziness. Among those side effects, the blood clots generated after the vaccination has gradually become a focus of discussion. Based on the reported cases, the blood clots formed after AstraZeneca vaccination are usually existing in the veins from the brain, the abdomen and arteries. Also, in most patients, these clots are formed along with a low level of platelets. Usually less platelets are considered to be able to prevent the formation of blood clots, so it sounds odd to see them happening together. The coexistence of the low level of platelets and blood clots can happen in other situations too. In some rare conditions, the blood clots thrombocytopenia will form after the usage of blood-thinning drug heparin. The reason is that some platelet protein will trigger immune response in some patient's body, which will form blood clots and consume lots of platelets. The cause of the blood clots formed after the AstraZeneca vaccination is still in investigation. According to the current reported cases, the chances of getting blood clots after the vaccination is very low. Considering the benefits over risks, the AstraZeneca is still a good vaccine option for some special groups such as the older people. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button or subscribe button for more interesting topics.